All right, here's another echo. This is the second echo from the initial impulse, but some of you may have grunted through the other two videos. And you notice I said something about saying to the Lord that I didn't want people to incorrectly interpret what I was saying as drawing attention to myself. And you may have maybe found something in the last video that you thought was the reason for that. But the real reason was I forgot to tell you a story from basic training, which was like 1,000,000 years ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. But the story of the last video, for those who did not view it, not story theme, was something like the burdens that you visibly carry, the value of the burdens you physically carry is magnified by the weight of the burdens you invisibly carry. When I was in basic training 1,000,000 years ago, the apex of the experience was this really long march we had to go on. And as all things in the government, it was heavily prescribed exactly how much weight we could carry and what distance we could walk. And it was this temperature, you had to take a break for this long and all this other garbage. And as we were walking, there were a lot of people struggling. And I had my own physical struggles at basic training that I got to work on, which is good. But I saw that these people were having a hard time. And we had a few extra items with extra weight distributed across our group. What those were, I guess, is irrelevant, but they were weapons that were fake training devices. They looked like the real thing, a Claymore mine, an AT-4 anti-tank weapon, like a rocket, shoulder-mounted rocket launcher. And these things were freaking heavy. So I had the AT-4, and it was big, and it went across your pack sideways, and everybody could see it. And I was getting pretty tired, to be honest. But I saw the person that had the Claymore slowing down and having a hard time. And the thing is if you can't make this march, you have to repeat the last, I don't remember, 2 weeks or something, of basic training, which was the worst part. And I just thought, maybe I can carry that. So I don't know how I did this without people noticing and getting in trouble for it, because you get in trouble for everything. But somehow I got that Claymore and I stuck it in my pack without anybody noticing. And it turns out that during that march, I hurt myself pretty badly, and I broke my foot. And I didn't know it was that serious, but I was about to go to a doctor, because if you go to a doctor, you have to repeat the last portion of the training, right? And I was like, I'm so done with this. So I didn't go to a doctor, and my foot healed up incorrectly. And that was 20 years ago, and I have problems every single day because of that. And I guess, truth be told, like weighing out the consequences, I probably wouldn't do that again. If I did, I would have gone to a doctor. I think my life would be measurably different in some ways if I had handled that differently. And yet, I think I don't have strong regrets about it. No one gets out of here alive. And sometimes the choice is between getting busted up for nothing and just decaying, or getting busted up for a reason. And true to form, this video will literally be less long than the other two, and there's a pattern, so that's nice, because I was talking about impulses and echoes. But I don't know. Do you get the point here that I'm trying to make? Is that it's one thing to like say, hey, you're struggling, you can do this, come on, and we're all encouraging each other. But it's another thing to say, hey, you have this extra weight that I don't have. Let me carry that for you. We can take turns. And then it's another thing to say, I actually have something way heavier than you, but I'll take that too. And then it's another thing to, as a result of that, get injured in you know, not a particularly serious way, but something that has very serious complications that you carry for the rest of your life. And those things are not equal. So I think what goes on under the covers, I mean, it matters. The hidden things, they matter. And I think the closer you get to God, the more of those things tend to be outside of the vision of other people. And that's the way it works. And that's the way it's meant to work. So food for thought. And hopefully this is really the last one I'll make about this.